Guys, let me tell you what are the achievements of Stobox back in 2023 and what are the plans, short plans for 2024. I just want to tell you in respect to the clients, Stobox has dealt with 27 business clients back in 2023. 27 different businesses worldwide approaching Stobox in respect to tokenization. And 7 of those companies have been already tokenized using our software, which is called DS Dashboard version 3. Digital Securities Dashboard version 3. 7 clients have already been tokenized in 2023. And again, when I'm saying that tokenized on Dashboard V3, because currently we're working on something which is called Stobox 4. That's a next generation platform for RWAs, and I will tell you more about the capabilities and about the functions of this upcoming product. In order to tokenize an asset, there is a certain procedure of what should be done. So the first is basically a securitization, or what is called, let's put this asset, right, wrap it in a form of securities. And again, this relates only to security tokens. I will tell you more about the difference between just RWAs and security tokens, because not every asset is considered to be a security, right? So you have to differentiate between a security token and non-security token. So when I say security token, the first, create a company, an SPV, you have to securitize the asset, and then you got to put it on the blockchain. And then once you create the contract, once it's live on the blockchain, then the next step is the offering. And offering is a very regulated process, unlike with the ICOs or IDOs, or name them, there's a bunch of tokens sold without the KYC, without any boundaries, or without any sense of a legal touch, right? Nothing is there. Unlike all this, tokenization of securities is a very compliant and regulated process. So when you tokenize and offering these tokenized securities, that has to be done in accordance to the securities law of that specific countries where you're issuing. And just to remind you that most of our clients of Stobox are coming from United States, UK, right, Switzerland, Canada, and we see a tremendous emerging market of United Arab Emirates, right? So this is the MENA region. We see a lot of interest for tokenization from the MENA region, and especially by looking at the Stobox clients, especially coming from real estate, right? The real estate is now becoming a driver of tokenization globally, even though there's a number of other important industries like sustainability, right? There's a lot of sustainability projects looking for tokenization. There's some tech startups, the crypto mining still, the entertainment projects. So there's a lot of different industries that now looking into the benefits of tokenization. But again, real estate is number one. 65% of all the interest that coming to Stobox in respect to clients are coming from the real estate industry. And the last but not the least, what are the most important types of securities that we are dealing with? And most of them are equities. So companies that are raising funds via tokenization, they usually give away equity. So you create a business, you tokenize that business, and you allocate a certain amount of equity for the investors, right? That would actually acquire your security tokens, and in this way that would actually finance the company, finance your real estate project, for example. So equity is probably the most used or the most popular type of the asset that is tokenized, equity. The second is something called profit participation or revenue participation. So this is the case where the company does not give the equity away, but it gives a profit or revenue share in return. So for example, instead of owning a company, I owe a part of the revenue of that company. And some companies choose that type of security tokens for their business model. And the last but not the least is the tokenization of debts, right? Debts, which is basically when a company would like to borrow money, right, for their operations, for their development, and they want to put some interest, right, some coupon, for example, 5, 7, 10%, name it. So the companies are tokenizing their debts in order for general public, for accredited, different type of investors. Okay, that depends on the STO itself, on the regulation. But again, different investors now can finance the debt securities of specific issuers through the process of tokenization.